back, everybody, to the Detroit Lions franchise here on Madden 20. As today, we're going to continue Season 5 here, week number 14 against the New Orleans Saints. Now, before we actually dive into this episode, I did release a poll regarding the future of this series on the community tab. So if you want to go vote on that, I recommend you do so. So, taking a look at our opponent, the Saints are a very talented team. I believe they're currently 8-4, and they are in this playoff race. They have a lot of talented players, including interior defensive lineman, edge rusher, does a lot of different things on the defense, in Cameron Jordan. Now, the goal here is to get 500 offensive yards and give up 0 sacks. I'm going to tell you right now, that's not going to happen. It's hard to give up 0 sacks, hard to get 500 yards at least, so yeah, I'm not going to count on it. We did have a player of the week last week on the defensive side of the ball, Chidobe Awuzie, who picked off 2 passes, including one early in overtime to help us get the win over the Kansas City Chiefs. Of course, last week we took on the Chiefs in a rematch of last year's Super Bowl, and Kansas City was unable to get revenge. So we actually have clinched the division and are now in the postseason once again. However, unlike last year, the NFC is actually very competitive. Got the Giants with 10 wins, Panthers, Cardinals, Saints. There's another team, I think the Seahawks, in the mix as well. So this NFC race, unlike last year, is going to be very intense. Last year, us and the 2 seed, we were the 1 seed. Us and the 2 seed were like 6 games between each other, which is crazy. The AFC, meanwhile, is pretty much just the Browns, the Ravens, the Bills, and that's it. There's a legit shot that the 3 seed could be 8-8 in the AFC, since Cleveland and Baltimore are in the same division. Looking at the Saints team, it isn't a Madden franchise without Jacoby Brissett becoming a superstar. And in fact, Brissett is this team's quarterback, only an 82 overall, but he does have superstar X factor because, Madden Sim absolutely loves this guy. So it's not really a surprise. If you look at his numbers, he has had a pretty good season this year. He's been very efficient, 25 touchdowns, only 6 picks, 72% completion-wise. And they actually have his replacement already on the roster, Norman Widener, a rookie from South Florida. He is a 75, currently only 21 years old, of superstar development. So New Orleans really planning ahead. They're learning from their mistake on what they did not do with Drew Brees. So here we go. The Superdome here in New Orleans, Louisiana is the location for today's game. Throwback day, by the way. Both teams wearing some throwback jerseys. Saints rocking the alternate classics, very clean jerseys. Lions rocking their 1990s away jerseys. These are like the Barry Sanders types of jerseys in that era. Really the only decade that the Lions have actually been good in the past 60 years. Here's a quick look at the playoff pictures. We go first quarter. Lions starting off this game hot. Trey Flowers gets the sack. Flowers has been an absolute machine these past couple of weeks. It is a contract year for Flowers, and he wants another big payday before his career ends. Third and long, here is Jacoby Brissett. Going to be sacked again, this time by the former Illinois Fighting Illini edge rusher. It's Mike Renwick who comes in and makes the play. It's been a quieter season for Renwick. Him and Shaquem Griffin have not put up the sack numbers they did last year, but guys like Trey Flowers, Jaquavius Highsmith, they've been putting up the bigger sack numbers this season. Here is T.J. Hawkinson with a nice gain of 18 to the 21. Lions moving it nicely and quickly on this drive. Very next play, wash, rinse, repeat. Tez Lawson connects once again with T.J. Hawkinson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, for the touchdown, and the Lions are on the board. They will take a 7-0 lead. So here returns the Saints offense. Brissett is going to be sacked again. Trey Flowers with his second of the game. This Lions pass rush has been ruthless, mainly coming from the edge, which is a surprise because the Saints have Teron Armstead at left tackle and Ryan Ramczyk at right tackle. That's probably the best tackle duo in the league, and they've been getting cooked so far. Another sack, this time from the interior of the line. It's Ed Oliver who makes the play. 3rd and 25 now. Brissett is going to get intercepted. He was trying to heave it up for Kamara, but Chidobe Awuzie picks it off, and the Lions start this game off real hot. The Awuzie interception will propel the Lions to very good field position. 2nd and 1 now from the 14. Lawson going to look for the end zone, and he connects with Lawrence Parnell, but Louisville product with the score. Parnell has been a touchdown machine in his first 2 years in the league, grabbing yet another score, and it's now 14-0. 3rd and 1 at the 34, going to be handoff for AK-41. Alvin Kamara, and he is stopped. Trey Flowers, I believe, is the one with the play. He has been a man on a mission today, and Teron Armstead, the superstar left tackle, has had no chance against Flowers. 4th and inches now. Saints going to go for the field goal, and it's short. It's also wide left, and the kick from Lanning is no good. After a nice Lions drive, they have it at the 2, 1st and goal. Lawson, he's going to scramble with it like he's late on a date. Short pass for T.J. Hawkinson. His 2nd touchdown catch of the afternoon. And the Lions, in dominant fashion, take a 21-0 lead. Lions actually will get the ball back soon later, trying to make this a 28-0 game. And that they would do as Tez Lawson has a few blocks. He is scrambling like eggs on a frying pan. Going to find the end zone. And Detroit now leads this game 28-0. This has been an absolute bloodbath so far. Saints just going to try to make this game a little bit closer. Here's the tight end Will Dissly, bringing it to the 22 before being brought down by Charnain Budga. As the Saints offense tries to put some points on the board. They want to look respectable. Here is Breeze under pressure, and he's going to be sacked. There's Jared Davis going downstairs where Daddy hides the vodka. That's the 5th sack of the game for Detroit. We're still in the first half. It's now a 47-yard field goal attempt for New Orleans. And once again, the kick is wide left, and it is short. That's what she said, and to be specific, that's what she told me last night. Lions have it here. Going to try to make it 35-0, and we're still in the first half. This is insane. Here's Kerryon Johnson with a nice run all the way to the 31. This Lions team looks virtually unstoppable right now. 3rd and 16. Lawson going to scramble with it, and he actually would be sacked. Cameron Jordan makes the play. Now it's 4th and 20. 420 Blazer. So the Lions are going to say screw it. Why not go for the 58-yard field goal with the rookie Tim John? And it is awfully close, but it is short. No good for John, who himself stands at a very short 5'7", so he knows a thing or two about the word short. After a solid New Orleans Saints drive, 1st and goal from the 4, Alvin Kamara gets nothing, and the clock would run out. Time expires. Saints are out of timeout, so the score remains 28-0 as we go to the 2nd half. Lions here on 3rd down as Lawson tries to get it to Juju, who drops it, and the Lions actually have to punt it today. Progress being made by the New Orleans Saints. That's all you can really hope for if you're a Saints fan right now. Progress. Here's a nice pass, however, over to Will Dissly, who brings it to the 16-yard line. Big game in this one for Dissly. He was Jacoby Brissett's favorite target. 1st and goal. Another solid pass. That's going to be a touchdown for Dissly. And the New Orleans Saints make this game a little bit closer. It's now 28-7. Looks a little bit more respectable on the scorecard. Here's Kenny Golladay now on the out route. And Super Bowl MVP Kenny Golladay, to be specific, with a nice gain. Of course, he did win the Super Bowl MVP last year. 3rd and 13 now. Lawson going to go deep down the field, going up the middle just a little. Connecting with Golladay for a nice gain. Now 2nd and goal from the 9. Can Detroit make it a 4-score game? Yes, they do. Lawrence Parnell with his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game, his 25th of his career. And he's only played, according to my math, 29 regular season games, I think. So, yeah, that's quite impressive. Here's Alvin Kamara with a big gain. He actually would be hurt, but still a nice gain for AK nonetheless, bringing it to the 14. Now a 3rd and 1 from the 5. Brissett will connect with Lil Jordan Humphrey. Hook him, bruh! Before our Texas Longhorn will make it 35-14. Saints will get the ball back shortly after. In the red zone, they have a chance to make it a 2-possession game here. As Brissett on 1st down, going to connect with Will Dissly, and he will bring it to about the 3 as the Saints go marching forth. Hurrah, hurrah. 3rd and goal now. Brissett, under pressure, he fakes the sack from Renwick. However, Shaquem Griffin brings him down. That's a fumble. Renwick picks it up, and he is off to the races, untouched like weekend homework, as Damian Harris cannot catch him, and that's going to be a long touchdown return for Mike Renwick, and that's pretty much how this game would end. Lions get the win in dominant fashion, 42-14. They improved to 12-1 on the season.